Hi guys, welcome back to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Max.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
It's just us two today. Dazzy's doing some real work.
Yeah, he is.
Some proper work. Yeah.
We're using the squad rotation.
We're using
today.
the squad. See, I am here sometimes. Sometimes I'm not. Deal with it.
Most of the time you sat there doing your work, doing the editing,
exactly.
doing your stuff, aren't you? So
researching most of the time. Trends.
Yeah,
wonderful
absolutely.
So congratulations to the New York Knicks. We thought we'd do a video on it because I'm myself a big NBA fan.
Yeah,
I'm a Timberwolves supporter, sadly. And like you like basketball, but don't really follow it.
Yeah, I'm not sort of like the biggest fan in the world.
Yeah,
but I love all sport. You know,
yeah.
I've seen loads of basketball videos and stuff like that over here. Some of the players are absolutely incredible, really are.
Absolutely,
I'm not the most knowledgeable, but I do. I love basketball. It's a great game.
It's a wonderful sport.
Watching professionals do it, it's some of the moves that they do. It's absolutely you think, wow,
it's
incredible.
I think personally, I think the buzzer beater is probably one of the best things in sports.
Yeah.
Of like killing a game dead, won it, bang.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the best things ever. And then you see athletes mix with the skill and sort of the mind of it, and you go, wow.
Well, you look at the size of some of these guys, or most of them. Yeah. Some are absolutely huge, but they're so sort of like nimble and agile, and some of the moves that they do, you think, gee, how would you do it?
Well, you'll
guy
see
your size.
Yeah, you'll see in this. It's have you heard of Victor Wembanyama before?
I think I have.
So he's new. So he's like a new prodigy. He's the next biggest
big thing. Yeah.
So he was on the losing side of the finals.
Yeah.
He played for the Spurs. So he's pretty much his big thing is he's 7'5", I think.
Ooh.
But he can also shoot and like defend and can
full
do everything.
Package.
Yeah. And he's 22 or something like that, or 21. He might be younger.
Years
be 20. Yeah. So the whole point of this is the New York Knicks did a massive 29-point swing, which is the biggest in the NBA playoffs history.
Wow.
So this is the story of it.
Right, let's do it.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
3-1 in the NBA Finals is virtually a death sentence. Throughout the 79 final series in NBA history, 38 of them reached the dreaded 3-1 deficit, and only one team has come back from it.
Puts it up. Let's go! Cleveland is a city of champions once again.
And with that being the case, it was imperative that the San Antonio Spurs won Game 4 on Wednesday night in Madison Square Garden to prevent going down 3-1 in the series and give themselves a real chance to win an NBA title. And that's exactly what they were on track to doing. Through the first half of Game 4, Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs put together arguably their best half of the entire season. Record-breaking efficiency, stifling defense, and a first half of basketball so dominant that it earned them the third largest lead going into the half in the history of the finals. 76-49. A 27-point chasm separating them and the New York Knicks.
Should be game over, shouldn't it?
Yeah,
An
absolutely.
impossibly large deficit for the Knicks to overcome. In fact, the largest comeback ever achieved in the finals was 24 points. So, barring literally the worst half of basketball in the history of the finals, the Spurs were all but guaranteed to tie up the series going back into San Antonio with the wins at their back and all the momentum leading into Game 5. What transpired over the next 24 minutes of game time was literally the worst half of basketball in the history of the finals.
It's gone! It's gone! It's gone! With 1.2 remaining, Knicks take the lead. Bedlam here at the Garden. They can't believe it. The greatest comeback in NBA playoff history.
Today's video is sponsored by SeatGeek. Handle all of your ticketing needs from the MLB to the NBA and NHL playoff tickets only on SeatGeek.
There you go.
Wow. Is that shot convert? Oh, win probability.
What you are looking at
5%.
is a graph of the live win
Yeah.
probability from Game 4 of the NBA Finals, according to Inpredictable.com. The San Antonio Spurs played so well in the first half that by the end of the first quarter, the Knicks' win probability was already just 17.6%. By halftime, the Knicks' win probability fell to just 1.5%. And with about 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter, their probability of winning this game was just 1%.
In the fourth quarter.
In the fourth quarter. Yeah.
Unfortunately for the Spurs, basketball is more than just a game of probability.
That's incredible. Look at that. That last bit looks
Yeah, that's
interesting.
insane.
This,
Insane.
ladies and gentlemen, is a visual representation of the greatest comeback in the history of the finals, and quite possibly the history of the NBA. Because what the Knicks did on Wednesday night wasn't just improbable, it should have been impossible. How in the world did the Knicks pull this off? Well, you have to see it to believe it.
Wow.
Earlier in the series, Keldon Johnson goes in hard. Can't get it, the tip misses.
The first signs of a catastrophic meltdown by the Spurs all started right about here. With just under 9 minutes left in the third quarter, down 27, Josh Hart brings the ball down the court and feeds OG Anunoby for an easy dunk. The Knicks playing with a tangible sense of urgency considering their circumstance. The Spurs rebuttal.
Right now is coming back with a little more fight.
They must have missed a lot of shots.
4 seconds into the
Must
shot
have done.
clock. Tim Legler was on the call, and his commentary on this possession could not have been more spot on.
And right now, Mike Brown doesn't mind those quick threes by the Spurs. Even if they go in, you want to speed this game up to give your team more possessions.
Just moments later, Jalen Brunson hits a three, putting the Knicks on a 7-0 scoring run while Taylor Swift cosplays as an actual Knicks fan. Spurs call a timeout, their game plan still intact. For now. Just a couple possessions later, after a miss from Brunson, the Spurs come down and get into a two-man game with Wemby setting a screen for De'Aaron Fox. Wemby pops out, and Fox passes the ball to absolutely no one. Knicks ball, we're going the other way. Fortunately for San Antonio, the Knicks do not convert on this possession, so the Spurs have a chance to come down and extend their lead back up to 25. With another deep, wildly contested three-pointer that, of course, doesn't fall. The Knicks, on the other hand, come down, move the ball around until they find OG in the corner for this open look. The lead now down to 19.
It's just so amazing to see stuff like this, because you got to imagine sort of the pressure.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you can only imagine that maybe the Spurs thought, right, we've won it. Yeah. And they eased off and they weren't quite so focused.
Absolutely.
You know, the amount of baskets I guess they're going to have to miss for New York to come back must be absolutely incredible. You know, percentage-wise, it must be sort of like I say, must be one of their worst halves or quarters that they've ever played.
Yeah, I assume in it, like, efficiency ratings, it'll be tanks.
Yeah, normally, even if you have like not a great quarter, normally you at least get some of your baskets in or a lot more than they were here.
Yeah.
But wow.
But it's just such a drop-off. And I think, like, again, to have that sort of mental edge at that time, but to be fair, it's in New York. It's in Madison Square Garden. So as soon as you start
so you got the crowd and feed off the crowd, and it can do strange things to people, can't it, that?
It's, you never think, if you're not a sports fan, you go, all right, the crowd are loud. Yeah. Like they call it in football the 12th man. And you realise the genuine effect it has on players.
It gets your adrenaline going.
It really does.
It makes you quick, it makes you sharper. Everything makes you stronger. Yeah. It really, really gets you going.
It's genuine chemical sort of difference in the brain.
It's a real thing.
And it's so interesting because the whole story behind this Knicks team is great because it's their point guard, Jalen Brunson. He took a $119 million pay cut over 4 years to help assemble this team.
Really?
So he was like guaranteed a superstar contract and then took it less so there's more chance of winning.
Yeah.
So this championship's for him, really.
Fair play.
And again, the City of New York deserve this.
Yeah. It's been a long time coming, hasn't it?
long time coming, yeah. But I can't imagine any other sport. Like I know this didn't. This wasn't the winner of the series, but it was. If you let the Spurs win this in such a manner,
it's just so much closer, isn't it?
Well, you got to think the mental edge is there.
Yeah,
then they've got to go. They've got to go to San Antonio then.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's at New York, isn't it? So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
anything could happen.
Knicks on a 10-0 run. At this point, one can only assume the Spurs will probably stop shooting early shot clock threes and really get into their half-court offense, right?
Points, Brunson with 22. They've got 44 of the 62. Johnson wide open. Can't hit.
Right. Well, at least on the next possession, the Spurs do a better job at getting into something that resembles a coherent offensive set.
Fox, step back, three.
It's another highly contested step back three. And another miss. What's worse than another missed three?
Cornette checks in. Hart tries a three.
Giving up another three on the other end just 27 seconds later. The Knicks now on a 13-0 run. Eventually, the Spurs got back on track and maintained their lead over the next 6 minutes, slowly working down the clock and holding off the Knicks, which in and of itself was a miracle considering how poorly they were playing. Throughout the third quarter, the Spurs attempted 20 shots. They hit 4 of them. In fact, they had more turnovers than they did made shots in the quarter. At the start of the quarter, the Spurs had a 27-point lead. By the end of it, their lead was just 15. But that was some of the worst basketball the Spurs had played all season, especially considering the first half they just put up. It would take an unprecedented, horrific collapse to follow up that third quarter with an even worse fourth quarter.
Cornet checks in. Hart tries a three.
9 minutes left.
Suddenly it's cut to 16. That's 13 straight points. Alvarado tries a three. Rolls around and drops in.
Yeah.
Beautiful pass inside. Bridges banks it home. Shot clock winding down. Towns off the bounce. Step back. Puts up the three. It's good.
Yeah.
Alvarado and Brunson. Anunoby. Three-pointer's good. 6 3-pointers.
Creeping up now.
Yeah, absolutely.
You ever watch a game and see some stuff that can only be attributed to what feels like fate? Despite the adjustments, despite the attention to detail or the effort, it just seems like there's an outcome that is destined to happen. This was one of those games. After having one of the greatest offensive halves in playoff history, regardless of the looks the Spurs got, they struggled to get them to fall. And regardless of the looks the Knicks got, they couldn't seem to miss. And after another run from the Knicks, the Spurs lead is now cut to just 11 points. Now, some of this can be attributed to experience. Some of it can be attributed to focus and sticking to a game plan. And some of it is sheer luck. But when you're witnessing a professional basketball player doing a balancing act, tiptoeing the backcourt in the midst of a historic comeback before heaving the ball to the opposing team, one may begin to believe there's a greater force at work here. I am sitting at home on the other side of the country, and I can physically feel the Knicks' momentum from my couch. Coming back down the court, the Knicks got the ball to Cat in the corner. But he's got Wemby on him, the defensive player of the year, one of the best defenders of all time. Surely, he doesn't just go right at him and get another bucket here.
Towns fakes, drives on Wemby, goes inside, stops, flips it up, shot is good.
Nice.
Of course he does. The lead, now just 9 points. Madison Square Garden is in mass hysteria. With a chance to swing the game back in their favor, the Spurs come back down the court. And considering their circumstance and what has occurred over the last 18 minutes, do you think they, A, work the ball around until they get a good look, B, feed the ball to their 7'5" alien superstar rolling to the basket, or C, do the exact same thing that got him into this mess and take another early three-pointer?
Chipping away. Fox picks up his dribble. Champagny can't get it.
If you said option C, you are correct. But look, the Spurs forced a turnover on the other end. They've got another chance to build this lead back up on the fast break. Any guesses as to what they will do on this crucial, potentially momentum-swinging possession?
Turn over the ball.
Got a piece of it. Fox kicks it out. Vassell, right side.
Three-pointer again. Oh, not again.
You can't make it up. Down on the other end.
See, it's we've all seen this in sport when the head loss comes into it.
See, sometimes you've got to go a bit safer. You think the Spurs there be thinking, listen, just get a point, get a bit closer, whatever. Don't keep going for 3 pointers because they ain't going in.
Yeah.
But now they're panicking because they're seeing New York come back and they're thinking, now we need the 3 points rather than just chip it. You get to a certain stage where you just got to chip away and you just get a few easy ones in. And just keep that.
Kill the clock.
Just keep that space, keep that gap 100%. Of points.
Yeah.
But they think they've got to a stage there, I think, by the look of it, started panicking a little bit, going for 3 points every single time. But the pressure's on so much.
Absolutely. Again, when you got Madison Square Garden in sort of rapture, then you can't hear your teammates because it's so loud. You can't hear your coach barking. And he'll be saying, calm down. Like, trying to, they don't think they have any timeouts left. They got a few. And you just go, come on, like, don't foul, don't turn it over. Just
keep hold of the ball.
Just keep hold of the ball.
Just get a few points, just to keep the pressure, keep the gap there,
But that's the thing about basketball is it's not like football where, like, if a team's just defending a lead, you've got to keep scoring. Like, it's not like just stopping them scoring. You've got to just chip away.
Even on a regular basis.
So impressive.
It's just single pointers. Just keep chipping away. Just keep the scoreboard ticking over.
Exactly.
That's what. Keep the scoreboard ticking over. They do that in cricket as well, where sometimes they just go for single just to keep it little, if you can't get a big score, just keep it going, keep it going upwards.
Absolutely. It's just so impressive because you've got to be so good on both ends.
Yeah.
You can't just sit.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Jalen Brunson works his magic and makes a tough layup off the glass to shrink the lead to just 7. The Knicks are now on a 17-4 run against the youngest, most inexperienced finals team in league history. Now would probably be a good time to call a timeout.
Fox searching. Anunoby on him. Fox steps back, jump shot, puts it up.
Oh, dear.
Tips it out
It's a good look as well.
Nick Ball.
Or not. The Knicks come back down the other way and immediately set a screen for Brunson. Why is Wemby guarding a 6'0" Jose Alvarado 20 feet away from the basket?
Wow, yeah.
I don't know. But after the switch, he's now on Brunson. But now he's dropping back to play strong side help with Champagnie in the corner. The Knicks swing the ball to the other wing, and there's Wemby right on time to help. And guarding this corner man is Champagnie. But wait, he was supposed to be in the opposite corner.
Yeah.
Which means someone's
He's free.
Off the bounce. Corner three, Anunoby. Bang!
Yeah. That was bad defense, that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So much time left as well.
Yeah.
4
One
minutes.
possession game. Mitch Johnson realizes he has the autonomy to call a timeout. Larry David is losing his mind, and the world is ending. Or at least it feels like it is, if you're a Spurs fan. But there's still hope. After trading a few buckets, the Spurs maintain their 4-point lead until there's about 2:20 left on the clock, and Jalen Brunson hit this three over Wemby.
Shot clock at 5. Brunson fires up a three. Puts it in! 1-point game!
Wow.
This building is shaking right now!
You ever see a dagger that wasn't a game winner or a go-ahead bucket? Well,
Wow.
you just did, because it is now just a 1-point game, and the Spurs are in a state of shock. How do I know this? Because on the very next possession, De'Aaron Fox, the team veteran, a starting point guard in the NBA Finals, did this.
Him up now, Karl-Anthony Towns. Fox throws
Oh,
it.
dearie me.
After 2 quarters of some of the most appalling basketball you've ever seen, this should have been the nail in the coffin for the Spurs and their hopes of winning this game.
Josh Hart ahead of the pack, lays it up. Lost
Oh,
it. Layup.
wow.
But it wasn't. Miraculously, Josh Hart missed this wide-open layup that would have put the Knicks up by 1. And despite their best efforts to lose it, the Spurs still have the lead. And on the very next possession, Wemby gets fouled and sent to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Now, Wemby is an excellent free throw shooter with a career playoff free throw percentage of 85%.
Nice.
He's also the future face of the NBA in a potential legacy-defining moment of his career. Under most circumstances, this trip to the line would put the Spurs up by 3 points. But this is far from most
He looks
circumstances.
nervous.
Yeah, he does.
And got that up on the glass.
Everyone behind as well.
For creating those footsteps behind him. Wembanyama misses a free throw. The greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. Missed them both.
Missed both? Wow.
0 for 2. The lead, still just 1 point. Or at least, it was.
At 6, Castle on him now. Brunson, stutter dribble, drives inside, goes up, floaters up. It's good! The Knicks take the lead with 1:22 remaining.
For the first time throughout this entire game, the Knicks take the lead with just over a minute left on the clock. If this game ended right here, what you just witnessed is already the most improbable, most unbelievable sequence of events in the history of the finals. But somehow, despite there being just a minute 22 left on the clock, this game is far from over. Thanks to a pair of free throws from Stephon Castle, the Spurs regain a 1-point lead with just 30 seconds left on the clock. And on the very next possession, this happens.
Kicks it out in the corner, Brunson gets it back. Brunson on the drive, the floater's up. Shot won't go, rebound deflected in the backcourt. Fox has a chance to get...
Pause it. NBA players are the best basketball players on the planet. In spite of this, they still often make mistakes. And in the finals, these mistakes tend to live on in infamy. For every great, career-defining playoff moment, there are equally as many infamous blunders that stick with a player long after they retire. What you're about to witness is one of those mistakes.
Fox has it inside, blocked by Anunoby. 9 seconds remaining. 6 seconds remaining. And Mike Brown, before they call a foul.
With less than 14 seconds on the clock, the Spurs were up by 1 with possession of the ball. De'Aaron Fox could have wasted time off the clock and forced the Knicks to foul. He could have called a timeout. He could have cleared it out and passed it to a teammate. Instead, he went up for a layup and got blocked, giving the Knicks one more chance to win this game. But of all the unlikely things to occur in this game to bring us to this point, converting on a bucket with less than 6 seconds on the clock, down 1, in the finals is about as unlikely as any. Dating back to 1997, the beginning of the play-by-play era, there have only been 6 go-ahead baskets in the finals with less than 6 seconds left in the game. All 6 of these buckets cemented as some of the most clutch, legacy-defining moments in modern NBA history. Even after their historic, unprecedented comeback, the Knicks still had to pull off what has only happened 6 times in the last 30 years. What are the odds that they can pull it off? About as unlikely as everything that led them to this point.
It might just go flat for Jalen Brunson, allow him to operate at the top, 1-on-1. Brunson gets it, fires up a 3. Shot no good, the tip, it's gone!
Wow.
It's gone! It's gone! With 1.2 remaining, Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby, and it's 107-106. Bedlam here at the
The amount of
Garden.
fans there.
They can't believe it. The greatest comeback in NBA playoff history. The Knicks pull off the miracle comeback and lead it 3 games to 1. Now 1 win away from a title.
And that, my friends, is
Wow.
the greatest comeback in NBA history.
There you go.
Yeah, it's great for a crowd there. That's why we love sport.
That is why we
You've
love
got a
sport.
team and you win things like, especially like last minute, late on. There's
Exactly.
nothing like it.
Best part about that, the person who got that block and then did the tip at the end,
Yeah.
born in Northwest London.
Really?
Yeah,
Was he?
Anunoby, yeah.
Wow.
But I think he's now
Amazing.
American citizen.
Oh, is he?
soon.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah,
I was going to say that
English
block at
boy.
the end, that was a match winner right there, wasn't it?
Exactly,
What a
yeah.
block that was. Absolutely incredible.
But then you think you can. That's the best. Again, one of the best parts about sport. You can be so robotic in everything.
yeah,
But when it comes down to the human decision making,
absolutely.
it makes or
yeah.
breaks. Like he should not have gone up for that shot. Just held it.
Just
threw a
mistakes,
foul.
fallibility, we are all human and like I say,
Absolutely.
not robots. And, you think, listen, Spurs definitely going to win that match. What probability was absolutely huge, wasn't it? The
It's-
New York Knicks had 1%
1%.
probability.
Yeah,
It's absolutely mind blowing. It really just shows you.
Exactly.
Just never know.
like you can never know what you're gonna do if you're in front of I don't know how many people are at Madison Square Garden, say 60,000,
Yeah.
something like that. In the biggest game of your career,
Yeah.
with 15
Like I say,
seconds left.
That's
you
why we
just
love
don't know.
sport. 'Cause it
Yeah.
can be so unpredictable sometimes. It's absolutely incredible.
Absolutely.
It really is.
Again, the worst part for me was I watched this game until halftime and then went to sleep.
No way.
Because it was a
You-
blowout.
it's all over.
So I stayed up and was like, I can't. Like, oh, this is going to make me.
And what did you feel like when you woke up in the morning?
I was
I
like-
bet you're like, really?
I thought I was still asleep.
Is that the right match?
Yeah, exactly. But in the game that won it for them in San Antonio, I think the Spurs were leading for like 80% of the game,
Did they?
90% of
Right,
the game,
okay.
and
Yeah.
then right at the end, Knicks.
Maybe it's because they're young. Maybe the inexperience. Maybe that's telling on them. Maybe nerves
It's a very
kicking a
young
little
team,
bit
yeah.
and things like that. And maybe the experience starts to come through in the end for the New York Knicks. So it's which is a
Absolutely.
big thing sometimes in sport. If you've got inexperienced
Oh, yeah.
teams and players, it's a big thing, isn't it?
Exactly, and it's quite weird to say, but it's if you've got it, you've got it. Sometimes,
Yeah, absolutely,
Like
yeah.
some players just have it. Like
And experience, you can't buy it.
you generally
You-
can't
you-
buy it. Yeah,
It sort of like comes with time, and you can't buy it. Honestly.
exactly. And for Wembanyama, like he's again very early 20s. Like he's
Yeah.
I think this is his 3rd year in the NBA,
Right.
so he might be 20, 21. This is one of those moments where you go, this should fuel him now,
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
and it's like the next year he could just destroy it. And like if the team does the right thing.
With the right mentality.
It's legacy
And
defining,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely, yeah. And that is something that can fire him up, and doing that would fire the team up and the people around him
I
as
think
well.
it's happened
So,
to most NBA superstars that have gone on to win more than 2.
have suffered a loss first, and,
Yeah.
that's what gets them going.
So I
That's
mean, like
what
LeBron,
takes them over the edge.
LeBron got to the finals twice and didn't win it, and that's
Yeah.
and then he did it. Jordan didn't win for 5 years.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
didn't get anywhere
Yeah,
close to a finals, and then won.
But never gave up, just kept going and going and going, and
There you go.
that's what happens. But yeah,
That's the beauty
incredible.
of sport, beauty of basketball.
Yeah, superb.
It's a great video as well by Jimmy Hyrolo.
Yeah, it was
Fantastic
really
channel.
good.
Like
Yeah,
he's been going
excellent.
for years now.
Yeah, superb.
But yeah, thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you liked, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.